Alrighty, looks like it is 7:35, so let's get started with our 2021 Flux Basketball Random Player 2 Megabox break number 1. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Fred in the top spot and Fred in the bottom 5 spots. So I will cut and paste this list over to the right and sort it by everyone's names. We'll briefly scroll through the list so everybody can see which players they've got in the break. And then we'll get started. Hey Doc, how are you doing this evening? Your timing is impeccable. I was just getting ready to scroll through your players on the list. Me too, Doc. Me too. It'll be nice to open a little bit more Flux. I think I've just opened 1 mega. So it'll be nice to open 2. Lots of fun stuff in here. Oops. Sorry about that. Hand hit the table. Alrighty. So now that we have been through our list, let's open up our boxes and see what we get. I'm going to go ahead and open both of these and take the packs out. I don't know why, but I love tearing the tops off of these mega boxes. I don't know what that says about me as a human being, but I thoroughly enjoy it. So there's our first mega box. Then here's mega box number 2. All right, first pack. Got a Darius Baisley silver. And then a Gary Harris red cracked ice prism. I think these red cracked ice are 1 per pack. So we'll get plenty of these in the break. Then we have a Flux Appeal David Robinson insert. And a Alex Caruso red ice prism. We've got a Cameron Johnson blue prism and a Udoka Rookie red ice prism. Finally, a rookie card. Campazzo rookie. And then we have a pink Rashawn Holmes prism. Had not seen the pink version yet. No serial number. And then we have, a Vince Carter red ice prism. Then we have a freshman year 2021 Denny insert. And a red ice prism of Domantas Sabonis. Then we have a silver Precious rookie. And a red ice prism of C.J. McCollum. Anthony Edwards rookie. Then we have a Deja Vu insert, Cole Anthony and Steve Francis. That will go to the Cole Anthony spot, since he is the player on the top of the insert. And then we have a red cracked ice prism of Kobe White. This will be our last pack for Mega Box number 1. Then we have a Deja Vu silver insert of James Harden and Paul Pierce. Now we'll go to the James Harden spot. And then we have a red ice prism of Isaac Okoro. All right, Mega Box number 2. Poskuyevsky, rookie. Then we have a silver Tristan Thompson. And then a D'Angelo Russell, red ice. Then we have a blue Aaron Nesmith prism. And a Tim Hardaway Jr. red ice prism. Then a freshman year 2021 Patrick Williams insert. And, oh, how about that? Little Steph Curry red cracked ice prism. And then a blue Luka. How about that? Very nice. And then a Kyle Lowry red cracked ice prism. Daniel Oturu, rookie. And then we have a Onyeka and Bam Adebayo insert. That'll go to the Onyeka spot. And then we have a Jalen Smith, rookie, red ice prism. And then we have a Gary Trent silver. Hey, DL, how are you doing this evening? And then we have a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander red cracked ice prism. We got started about 50 minutes ago, so you missed our game used golf and then our Panini Black basketball. We hit something really nice in the Panini Black. And then our Topps Chrome break as well. Flux Appeal, or Jay Barrett. And then a Giannis red ice prism. Very nice. Last pack. Desmond Bain, rookie. And then we have a Flux Appeal silver, Charles Barkley, back in his slimmer days, in his early days with the 76ers. You can tell by looking at that, that's an early picture of him. How about that? That's pretty cool. And then our last card is a Davis Bertans Red Ice Prism. Alrighty, so now that we have opened all of our packs, let's go back to our list and see who got which cards. We'll pull the list up here. Take a little quick drink of water. Getting parched a little early today for whatever reason. Sometimes that happens. Let's see here. Let's go through our base rookies first, since we just have a handful of them. Our first one is Desmond Bain, and that goes to Kyle. Congrats on that, Kyle. And then next is Daniel Oturo, and that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is our Poskuyevsky, and that goes to Fred as well. Back to back, congrats on that. And then next is our Facundo Campazzo, and that goes to Fred. Back to back to back. And then our last base rookie is Anthony Edwards, and that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. So then next, let's go through all of our inserts. Just sorting them out by set here. So first, from our Flux Appeal insert set, our first one is David Robinson, and that goes to Jim. Congrats on that, Jim. And then next is Charles Barkley Silver, and that goes to Michael. Congrats on that, Michael. And then our last Flux Appeal is R.J. Barrett. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next are our Deja Vu inserts. And of course, all these go to the player spot of the player on the top half of the card. Our first one is Cole Anthony and Steve Francis, which goes to the Cole Anthony spot. And that goes to Fred. With the big stack, congrats on that. And then next is Onyeka Nkongwu and Bam Adebayo. So that'll go to the Onyeka spot. And that goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. And then next is our Silver Deja Vu, James Harden and Paul Pierce, which goes to the James Harden spot. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. So then next are our 2021 freshman year inserts. And our first one is Patrick Williams. And that goes to Jim. Congrats on that, Jim. And then next is Denny Adavija, or as I like to call him, Denny. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. So then next we will go through all of our Prism parallels. And our first one is our pink, one lone pink prism of Rashawn Holmes. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next we will go through our three blue prisms. And our first one is Luca. And that goes to Kyle. Congrats on that, Kyle. And then our next blue prism is Aaron Neesmith. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then our last blue prism is Cameron Johnson. And that goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. So then next we will go through our silvers. Our first one is Gary Trent Jr. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then next is Tristan Thompson. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is Darius Baisley. And that goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. And then our last silver is our precious Ricky Silver. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. Yeah, Kyle, Fred's building a big stack. A big stack. So next we'll go through our red cracked ice prisms. We've got a nice stack of those. Our first one is Davis Bertans. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then next is Jonas. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that. And then next is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that. And then next is Jalen Smith. And that goes to Fred as well, with the big pile. And then next is Kyle Lowry. Going to Fred. Adding it to the stack. Congrats on that. And then next is Steph Curry. And that goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. And then next is Tim Hardaway Jr. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then next is D'Angelo Russell. And that goes to Stephanie. Congrats on that, Stephanie. And then next is Isaac Okoro. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that. And then next is Kobe White. And that goes to Doc as well. Back to back, congrats on that. And then next is CJ McCollum. And that goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. And then next is Domantas Sabonis. And that goes to Hector as well. Back to back, congrats on that, Hector. And then next is Vince Carter. And that goes to Hector. Congrats on that. And then next is Udoka. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then next is Alex Caruso. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then our last red cracked ice prism is Gary Harris. And that goes to Jim. Congrats on that, Jim. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2021 Flux Basketball Random Player 2 Megabox Break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live stream for the break this evening. And we'll be back in a few minutes with our 2019 Bowman Baseball Random Player 1 Megabox Break number 1. Thanks again, everybody. All right, put our Bowman Mega Box out here. Go ahead and update our list real quick. Thanks to everybody picking up those extra spots.